Hello! Hello. I'm here. I'm alive. I am... I don't even know. I'm dealing with jank. Just one moment. What's a good font? What would be a good font? What did I use previously? Do I have subtitles? Hello everyone. How's your week going? How did it go? How are we alive? Open symbols. I'm tempted to choose fucking Windings. I'm really tempted. I can't even lie. Verdana is good, fine. Okay, sure. Let's see. Oh shit. That's a little bit too big. Let's take it down a notch. Why do I not have subtitles? Where the fuck are my subtitles? Do I not have them? Tech issue? No, this is not a tech issue. I literally started doing this 5 minutes ago. So I probably should have just taken my time with it. But for real, where is my... Why did it not happen? Add text output. Yeah. Enabled. Yeah. The subtitles. Yeah. Let's make it maximum 2 lines and 30 line length. Yeah. Add punctuation. Yeah. Why not? Oh, I didn't press save. Here we go. Okay. Haha. We have subtitles. Are they visible over there? If I do this. We have subtitles. Okay, now I need to add an outline to this. Just so it's actually visible. And the font choice was horrible. I'll change it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe not Middle Ages. Why did I tried. No. What did I think I put... What did I... Verdana? Yeah, Verdana. Too big of a font. Maybe 50? Maybe 48. Let's see. Nope. Comic Sans. I mean, I am tempted by the Comic Sans just because I know that it's a little bit easier to read. Oh god. Is it because my outline... Oh yeah, my outline is accidentally white. Whoops. Here. Now it's so small you can't see anything. Whoops. Oh, that's because it became... Why did it become 10? I said 48. Here. Okay. I don't think you can, like, make it out at all, but, yeah. A sans serif, really? The 55 might be the best size. I'm thinking I should probably make it into... only 1 line? Line, yeah, that's fine, just so it's up there. We have some semblance of, things up there. Have fun. We can only hope that it's actually, like, readable. Actually, I also need to add a... outline to the disclaimer that they are auto-generated by Google. Daddy Google is sometimes not really let's say, agreeing with my accent. So, fifth. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Here we go. Here we go. We have subtitles on screen. Woohoo! I did it. only took me 5 minutes of stream time. My bad. I should have done that before, but no, well. Oh, now OBS is crying to me that I should use a faster encoding preset. Oh, well. Can't be helped. Can't be helped. Definitely can't translate to subtitles when I laugh. I hope that it automatically says I won't do that. And just, I don't know. I shall see. I shall see. You do let me know if it's unbearably bad. Do let me know about that. Otherwise, I am not open to hearing about it today. Anyways, oh, you graphic designer sister got what? R.I.P. for Comic Sans. Oh yeah, what we're talking about? am I expecting an incoming graphic designer missile? Am I? Ghostly, hello, we're good. I just got some semblance of subtitling going on screen, and yeah, I don't even know. I should probably take a sip of my tea. Yeah, bitter. We ran out of honey, so yeah, it's only half sugared up. Anyways, LMAO, yes, okay, so if you hear in the news that there's gonna be a UFO sighted near Finland, that's Oji's, oh god, Oji's sister coming to get me. Thank you for the hydrates. How did you, oh my god, is it because you're a mod that you can just spam hydrates? Or do I not have a cooldown on it? Either one is probably equally as likely, I'll be honest. Wash the kobold. I've been to a shower today. The sister knows where she's at all times. She knows this because she knows where she isn't. I fucking remember that. Like, I only know that because it was in a song at some point that like one of my favorite songs like 10 years ago. It was the outro or intro to the song. Okay. I don't think you have a cooldown for hydrate. Well, fuck. Kobold needs cleaning. Have I eaten? I did eat. I had the leftovers from 2 days ago. But it was noodles with a lot of vegetables and fucking water, apparently. This one's for the chat. Hydrate before you hydrate. Kettle, but oh my god, you have way too many fucking channel points. Oh god. Oh god. Did anyone tell me what you've been up to this week? What have you been doing? What are we looking forward to next week? That's equally as important. Kobold has been hit too much. Derp. Kobold has been hit so much that I got a fucking concussion. Now I'm derping around. It seems correctly. Correct. And Moon has been playing chess and making music. Are you winning, son? Are you winning, son? Okay, what are we doing today? Why the fuck is this one highlighted? Without me actually clicking on it. Anyways, what are we doing today? Mutenics and Blade Song. Oh yeah, Blade Song is out now. The Roblox, but only the good games. I have absolutely no idea how Roblox works. But yeah, a friend of mine asked me like a week ago how do hats work in a certain civilization in my D&D world. And since then I've been kind of spiraling about fashion in my D&D world. So yeah, I've been kind of obsessed. Kind of obsessed, not gonna lie. And because of that, I kind of want to go in and I yesterday I drew my fashion history timeline for one of the civilizations and or one of the cultures more likely, and now I want to extend that into the architecture sphere a little bit. So that's what I intend to do today, to kind of flesh it out a little bit more, to kind of get it a little bit more concrete. Nice starting point. But yeah, that's what I wanna do today. But yeah, Sam has been on a fucking Blade song kick 7 hours since yesterday. Oyi's gonna visit an ecological park with your family today. I want to see a capybara. I wish to see a regal horned lizard. Correct. Lizard supremacy. Yeah, Roblox is like Adobe Flash, but with more games. 95% of them bad. 3% good slop. 1% good games and 1% very good games. I love the breakdown. But like, do you only find the good ones by accident, or is there like a forum for finding all of the good games at once? Like a listicle somewhere? Like a BuzzFeed, you know, these are the top 10 games on Roblox. I just got scared that that might actually be a possibility, that might actually exist. The possibilities are endless, but I hope not that endless. But yeah, how do I intend to do this thing today? I'm thinking, since like I have basically I want to say 6 like active cultures in D&D right now, in my world. I mean, I kinda am thinking that maybe I do like one very generic building from each culture and see how that turns out. Yeah. You've also contemplated on getting a gecko again, like a pet. If I had a gecko, I would be the one under the fucking heat lamp. The gecko can try to fight me on it. Sometimes you find the good games on Roblox by accident, but you mostly have to research or search closely. Best way to find is through YouTubers talking about them. Oh. The regal horned lizards for their spikes and roundness. I'm gonna be honest, like, I like lizards, but not so much that I would kind of, like, know what different species there are. Like, the same thing about cats. Like I can know it's a cat, like it's a house cat, but other than that, no fucking chance I know anything more. What would... Good question. What would you name if you had a pet gecko, or if you're getting a pet gecko? What would you name it? What would you name it? I know there, and what's my favorite lizard? I mean, of the pet variety, or like a lizard that you are allowed to have as a pet. I want to say one of the is it a red crested, no, spike dragon or something like that? I really like those ones. But any sort of lizard that I can't have as a pet? Crocodile, maybe. Or a Komodo dragon, but like both of those are gonna eat me first thing they get to my house. I'm not surviving that encounter. You can't differentiate between salamanders or geckos? Same. Yep. I mean, axolotls are also cute. Are those considered lizards? Yeah, Freakazoid 9000, that's what I'd name it. Building... Oh yeah, sorry I missed something. All about building material availability and nomadic degree. Oh, what we're talking about, Oye? Ghostly's just going for a who's on third pun on the lizard names. I mean, I tip my hat for you. That's actually funny. Probably something like literally really human name. It's funny to me when pets have human names. Yeah, it's fun for a little while, but then once your name is the one that's a pet name, it gets old real fast. Axolotls are amphibians. God damn it. So no lizard. Oh, you'd name a pet lizard Toothless, but Latin American Spanish dub translation. Yeah. I'm not even trying. Like, I'm avoiding trying to pronounce that actually, like, to the last fucking moment. Okay, I'm 20 minutes in. I have cleared a clearing. we're doing this, folks. We're getting there. Houses, maybe. Yeah. Is there that much of a delay on YouTube? Or are we just all a little bit slow today? I mean, it might be because of my... No. Actually, everything looks fine on my end. No, I don't know. Someone will let me know if everything's crashing and burning. Very tired. Oh, hi, Corey. Did I miss you coming in, or is that the first message you sent today? Don't know. Anyways, so you might notice that I have a reference card up on the right hand corner. Yeah, that's what I drew yesterday, kind of the dress history of one of the civilizations, and I think I want to start with those guys today because I think they'll be the easiest, I'll be honest. Actually, no, I don't think they'll be the easiest. But that civilization is very much inspired by the Romans and kind of Mediterranean Europe, and yeah. So I kind of want to do something Roman-esque thing. Oh, you moved it backwards, so that's why they were behind, but have a lovely time wherever you're going. How did the gingerbread man get the gingerbread woman pregnant? Absolutely no idea. There's a small delay from YouTube to Twitch audio. Video are synced. Oh, but the audio and video are synced. Okay. Okay, so no big worries then there. Them there. Synchronizations. Ugh. I don't want to read that out loud. So I won't. It's supposed to be farm blocks? No, I'm just thinking of making like a little pavement thingy underneath it, or kind of a little a foundation thing. Because now, when I get all of these ground to the ground, then we can have a like steps to them. We can actually even make these way higher and still have some steps to them. And I think that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think that reads a little bit more Roman, and then we can gonna have everything else just right beside it, so we have a little bit of a contrast with everything. I think that could be fine. That could be fun too. Like, yeah. They're not aligned. They're not aligned at all. Oh well. I can do this. I can make it aligned. There we go. I'm trying to make a 60 frame animation. How long of a 16? Like just a second long, or longer? Yes, I when I did the animation test thingy that I put on Discord, I also I was optimistic. I was really fucking optimistic that I can do this. I can just make a 4-second thing that just 24 frames per second. Spoilers, I did not draw that many fucking frames. Just the 60 frames, yeah, just a second, I guess. Or maybe 3 seconds ish if you do the like 24 frames per second ish. Oh, why the crabs never volunteer? Because they're shellfish. By the way, I fixed I think I fixed shrimp check. So try that out, I guess. Oh yeah, my teeth. Yay! It does work! It does work! Did anyone get caught by the shrimp check? The most you've made before was a 36 frame animation. Oh! So it's basically doubling the effort you've done previously. Oh, seeing as your previous ones have also been really cool, I think that's gonna be fucking awesome when you get it done. Have fun making it. Don't forget to fucking have fun. Okay, so I am suddenly faced with the realization that I don't actually know what Roman buildings look like. Is this a problem? Because I know they do have a kind of a courtyard situation, usually. And then you can have like multiple doors into separate rooms, and then they all share a simple kind of courtyard-y thing in the middle, maybe with a fountain. We can actually already make a fountain here. Make it out of wood and make it blue. Ta-da, fountain. But what is the gayest piece of furniture? The closeted. Oh god. But yeah, because I don't know how I would make columns in this game. Because like the smallest little round piece of thing we can have is like this size. And that is kind of a hefty little column, if I do say so. So I don't know if I want to have those here. Though I do kind of find the idea of them very, very like tempting. But I mean, maybe if we do things a little bit differently, we can use all of these. Like, I mean, that's actually kind of fun. How does it look like if we... So now we can't put these in... We can put them very close, but now if I lift this up, yeah, see, it gets rid of all of the actual pillars of it. So, how much do you like sugary things? Depends on the sugary thing, but yes, I do. I do like sugary things. I actually have like preemptively set up a chocolate bar right next to me, like one of those big ones. Just in case I get a little bit snacky. I rarely do like want to eat during streams, but sometimes you just feel the sugar cravings just, you know, in the back of your like brain, back of your head. I'm missing the freaking jokes, but yeah. Got a new pen that can write underwater. It can write other words too. I'm sure it can, buddy. I'm sure it can. I would be a little bit weirded out if it couldn't. Actually, I kind of want to make red or orangey. Which one is more terracotta? I think red. Red is more reading like terracotta. In my mind, anyways. We're gonna have a problem. This is the max width it can be. And now I can't really get all of the corners to line up nicely. Oh well. One moment. Tactical chocolate support. Yeah, exactly. Well, I have good news for you. Yesterday you read a news article about some guy in China that created a new type of sugar. Called it sucral, and it's said to be 4 times more sugary than regular sugar. Huh. I have absolutely no idea if that's a setup for a joke or not. You tried a new snack this week? Ah! It was made from noodles and tasted like potato crisps with ramen flavor. That's interesting. That's interesting. What do you call a French man wearing sandals? A flip-flop? Yep, I've heard that one before. But yeah, I'm... Yeah, I'm basically just bullshitting my way through the freaking building part of this. So don't worry about me. I'll keep doing me. You do you. Whatever the hell you're up to this no fine stream. Just wondering, like, how do I get all of these to line up? I think I'm going to have to fiddle with all of this a lot. Because I want there to be a nice tapered corner. Mitered corner? Mitered corner, that's the word. That is the word, and it is not bird. Okay. Not that Jimmy Neutron mind control Chinese chocolate. What? Godmother got to use some chocolates, but since you're allergic, you must give them to your sister. Somehow there is one specific variety that smells like potato chips. It's so weird. Oh my god, that is weird. I would also be weirded out by fucking chocolate chips, potatoes, just smelling chocolate. What the fuck? How do you even like come up with that? Because I can guarantee you that is not an accident on the chocolate company side. Like, absolutely is not. How do you come up with that? Like I wonder if they actually like have a good numbers when like they sell them. Like if it's actually popular or not. I wonder. Wrong one. There's one. Perfect. No notes. Perfect. No notes. Gotta go. Have fun, Billy. Thanks. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a good time wherever you're going. Get that back down. It should still align up top. Yes, it does. I passed by your sister and asked, have you been eating chips? And so she was so confused why you were asking and explained she only ate a chocolate. He gave my mom one of the same variety and we confirmed it indeed was chocolate. Oh my god, what the fuck? Have you heard of Smash, the chocolate horn snacks? Yeah, we actually do have some of those up here. I do not understand the appeal of them, but yes, we do have those. I'm trying to make this just snap into the friggin' building with basically zero luck, but oh well. I'm thinking if we add a wall thing, well, first of all, then we can probably make funny things with the gate right there. But now we can also, if I can get a hold of these little arches here, we can actually get a nice little archway into the kind of main courtyard. Then we can probably add a tiny little side building or something along those lines in here, and maybe do something with a gate situation up there. I mean, we could probably also do a wholly different setup here. Like, we could use the stairs to get a more symmetrical gate situation or something. But you know, well, we'll see. I'll put a little bit more details in here before I try to make those kind of decisions. Because I feel like if I adjust all of these pillars, we can probably get a little bit of a different effect. And then the middle ones probably start to look a little bit nicer. Also, I was thinking that maybe... where's the tool here? Maybe actually here. Like, take the crenellations off of this side piece here. And then we can have a little bit of a... can we bring... No, I don't want to bring that one inwards. But... you just trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Maybe a little bit less trust, but... and just a tiny bit. That's about where I want it to be. I want there to be a tiny little bit of a ledge. And then I can have... oh shit, yeah. I want to have a little bit of pathway here. Just enough so this thing gets... how am I gonna edit it though? There. Then we can lift this up. And if we set this back down, see, we have a tiny little alcove right there. And then we can have a tiny little shrine in there. And I think it's gonna be so cute, because now we can stuff a tiny little... It doesn't look so good, does it? Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Oh, it's actually stuck to the wall. Oh, no wonder. But like now, it's a really cute little roadside shrine that's just there for the sake of being there, I guess. You know? You see the vision? Yeah, maybe a same thing on the other side or something like that. Yeah, that could be fun. Maybe even multiples of the up here, because my country, my DnD world does have a pantheon of gods. So like roadside shrines and such things are a thing up in here. So yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. I kind of want to add like these same types of pillars kind of on each of these inside corners at least. And then this is, by the way, this is basically a freaking whole ass villa, so this is not where like the average peasant lives. This is probably like a way upper middle class to low noble kind of house. We can only all wish that we were living in these ones. Do we need chimneys? Shit, where do we put the chimneys? Do we just pretend that one of these is a kitchen? Like on the lower floor? I think so. I think that's basically what we're gonna have to do. Oh shit, I forgot my teeth. Yeah, it's still bitter. Still a little bit bitter. Oh well. Oh well. Hey Poem, have you ever looked up Roman heated floors? Yes, I have. I think I have. I have vague recollections of looking them up. I also have looked up like ancient Chinese heating systems. Ooh, that's actually... Ooh. I think that's gonna look fucking fire, literally. Literally. Please let me put more fucking lanterns up here. Please. Please. There we go. Okay, 3. 3 is basically the maximum. Did we have a... no. Can we... Can I get a pile of wood to show up? I would like a pile of wood. Would something please spawn in here? I clicked it away. There, please. Okay. Oh, please! Now? A pile of wood, please. Wood, please. Who remembers the Age of Empires stream? Where the fuck are my freaking wood piles? There it is. Can you get up in there? Why do you not? Wait. Yes, you could be right on there. Why can you not be up above here? Is it because you're fighting with the lanterns for the space to be in there? Oh. No, self-love. Oh shit. I should have prepared. By the way, I did set a limit on how many people can like redeem self-love at all, and how many times a single person can redeem them. Sorry about that, but yeah, I am creative, and I'm working on actually indulging myself and kind of letting myself be creative in a way that's good for me. And that kind of it works for me and everyone else involved, basically. And I'm very happy that I'm actually taking steps to become what I've always wanted to be. And I'm very, very proud of myself for actually doing that and taking the time and space to do that. I want there to be a kind of a... That does not look like what I want it to look like, but I don't know if I can do anything about it. I was thinking that maybe we could have a little torch kind of a thing up there. Good cobalt. Oh god. Anyways, I mean, well, let's see what it looks like in the middle of the night when it's quote unquote lighting up. I mean, not the best, not the worst. Not the best, not the worst. How do we feel about this? Let's see what it looks like without the whole pile of wood. Please let me grab there. I honestly would like to have way more lanterns on there. But I think that's gonna be fine, like, if we just mirror it, and then maybe also add, like, lanterns up here. Like those fit one nicely. And then actually let's make these ones. I think these ones are, yeah, the middlemost intense ones. And then we can also make these ones a little bit more intense. Maybe color one of them red. And make it more intense. Yeah. How do we feel? How do we feel about this one? And just a little bit like lighting in here. Oh, look at this. It's so cute. I mean, it is kind of... I don't know why or how. I can't really articulate, but it does kind of evoke the same feelings in me that I wanted to. Kind of the... Yeah, I said I can't articulate why, so I really can't articulate why. But here we are. Yes, here we are. And back to daytime. Let's see what it actually gives us. Follow the feeling. That's the secret to success. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. Is this what I did? Like, why does this one... If we make this one also have the crenellations, I think that might actually make it better. Then it would actually match up with the ones on the outside, yeah? And then try our best to situate this one so it doesn't actually lose the pillar. There we go. I don't stop believing. Hold on to that fail. Okay, yeah, I'll shut up. Like my microphone is not that good. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Can I fit a third one in here? A clip. Oh shit! Now I said it out loud. I wonder if. Yep, there it goes. Now I got 2 clips of the same exact thing. Can I fit a third one in here? Apparently I can fit it inside of that one. Nah, probably the best we can do. Now all of these are gonna be red. Yep. Yeah. Okay, I think we're like talking. I think we're talking. Should we try and get it to be like a multi-tiered? Yeah. Yeah, now it's becoming a multi-tiered fountain. For reasons unbeknownst to any of us. It just is. That's what's happening. And then I think we can also, like, if we kind of mess about with all the... what are words? All the pathways down below. Like, just put them up there, under there. Something's happening. I don't want to know what, but something is happening. And then we can make these things. Make these ones blue. Nope, not that one. Please let me color in my... Why do I not... why am I not allowed to color in my beautiful fence. Cut it to pieces. And then move this one into the middle of it. And then we can even make it a little bit bigger than it already was. And then we can use the rest of this to create tiny little pieces that actually make it look like the water is like flowing downwards from each level. Yeah. Do we see the vision? I think I am witnessing a little bit of the vision. And just a tiny bit at least. Let me click. let me click. Okay, there. Why did I do this on the side that's not gonna be visible? Just riddle me this. Riddle me this. Again, in the category of if I was smart, I would have done things differently. Yet here I am. Well, thankfully, there's about a minute to an ad break, so I can probably do a little bit of this in complete peace and quiet. There-ish. Good enough. Good enough. Let the kobold lick. That is probably what it sounded like. Shit. Is that what the fucking auto captions told you I was saying? Oh, fuck. Oh, well. I got fucking jump scared by the YouTube the auto message. Oh well. Oh, why are there so many? Oh no, only 2. Never mind. Absolutely never mind. Anyways, did you guys do anything for Valentine's yesterday? Was it? Yeah, yesterday. Oh shit, I don't have any pathways down there. Now I do. Here we go. Yeah, my husband has been sick basically the whole week, so we didn't really do anything. But yeah, now that I think of it, like, Valentine's is not really the biggest thing the two of us celebrate, really. Like he usually gets me flowers or something, but other than that, I don't think we really celebrate that much. Like, it's basically a hit and miss if basically he is working or not during Valentine's or not. So it's, you know, depends on the year if we do anything. Partner lives too far away. Oh no. You made and released a new track. Oh. By the way, do you have the like links anywhere? Like, do you have your own website, or is it just your YouTube account where we can find your music? I was going to join you in Overwatch but you were busy. No, absolutely no problem. Like, I also like saw your message just as I was about to log off, so I didn't even bother saying anything. Sorry about that. But yeah, how many were we yesterday? Like, we have basically the same friend group that plays DnD together. Like, it's also us that are the ones playing Overwatch basically daily. Oh, speaking of, I should probably play my dailies like after stream. Why the hell are you not? I want there to be a no, wrong button. There we go. Let me click again, please. Okay, and now if I make it any shorter, does it stay? No. it doesn't. Oh well. Good enough again. Good enough again. On all distribution platforms, but selling account is super secret. I didn't even share it with my family. Okay. So distribution account. So oh, hello. Sheep, please. Does that mean like SoundClouds and Spotify's, etc.? Is that what that means? Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't like I've had plans like there was a sale on copyright-free music during or kind of around Christmas time on Humble Bundle, and I did get a bundle for $10, so you know I figured it was worth it. And I have meant to look at the music and kind separate it out into playlists so that I could have music on my Be Right Back screen, but I just haven't gotten to it. Like there's just such an overwhelming amount of it. I'll be honest that I just haven't gotten to it. There, I think it's turning into a fountain. Who would have thought? This guy. This guy really wants to go through there. Hi, Mark. Hello. I would give you so much credit for utilizing social media to promote your streams. A lot of creations are super lax about that sort of thing, and I know how much work it takes. Yeah, it is a little bit of the work. I mean, like, I will, in case you aren't doing it already, and you are kind of streaming, please set up a auto clip thingy, because literally if I did not have that set up, and that automatically when I press one button on my mouse or when someone says LOL in chat, if it makes a clip for me. If I didn't have that, I would not be that good at making content onto TikTok every single day. Like that's just a godsend. And also I have it set up so that, well, to be honest, I have a little bit too many commands that you can type in chat. Like, you don't even know all of them. But, like, the usuals, like my emotes, the kind of basic LOL, LUL, and things like that cause a clip. But also, I fucking forgot that I just parked this fucking wood pile here. But yeah, all of those create clips for me, and I have voice commands to create clips for me. If the thing just recognizes I'm saying clip that, it'll just take it. And like just having those, usually I literally get around... I want to say 20 clips every single stream, and that's not even all the funny moments. Oh shit, that reminds me, I have to create some presets for my Mixer channels to save time. Yep. Wood of hope and dreams. Yeah, basically. But yeah, like, that's I started in June last year, basically. And I just used to go like into my Twitch VODs and manually clip everything and try to kind of trim it down in there, and that was fucking hell. Like if your mouse even slightly vibrated when you try to make a cut, it just would throw it off by several seconds. And then you had an unusable clip and needed to find the same exact moment again. And yeah, I don't recommend that tactic for anyone. Just be smart about it. Please learn from my mistakes. Now that I think of it, did I put the... Because I tried to make a whatever they're called on TikTok, the thoughts or whatever. I try to put those out also every day that I'm streaming, that there's a stream today. But I can't remember if I did one today. Oh well. Oh well. If a person was about to gonna find me from TikTok and join in on the streams from TikTok, they probably already have followed my account here. So I can only hope that the push notifications got actually pushed to them. And pretty much just hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams. That's what keeps the world turning here. The world burning here, yeah, I literally just almost said that. What the fuck is this vine doing? Like, is it, does this house get visitors so rarely that they have vines growing on the main door? Yeah, sure. Thank you for the click. Actually, that's kind of funny. None of the vines are growing on the outside, all of them are growing on the inside. I kind of really like how that looks aesthetically in this game. Honestly, I would kind of want to have a little bit more things in here, because I'm thinking, like, maybe if you've ever seen kinda the Arab world or kind of the southern Mediterranean buildings, they usually have a tiny little kind of, well, first of all, the door to the street is basically has multiple different doors for different kinds of visitors, and on the inside you usually have a kind of little alcove is not the like right word, but like the you know, a room where you stand and wait until you're called in further into the house, depending on who you are, or like where you wait for someone to actually meet with you. And I'm kind of wanting to add a tiny bit of a separation for kind of the main building, the main safe haven, as you will, to the rest of the house. And also kind of separating the little water fountain area from the outside area. It's doing its best. I guess it is. I guess it doesn't really have any more options. There are any other options. But yeah, because I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe if we make just a square-shaped little inner courtyard, and then just not actually make any buildings like right up against the walls here, and just have a I'll draw it up. That is definitely not square. Why did I actually do it this way? Why am I being a dum-dum? We can do it like that. Then again I got distracted by the fucking log in my peripheral vision. We can take a tiny bit of make the thing way smaller. There you go, and tada, we have 4 squares or 4 corners in the square. And that can attach to there. Then make this one again the regularly shaped upper edge, and tada. And then we can even have like another little separating little wall up here, and maybe even here. Just so you have a tiny little area where you can basically stand and wait, or whatever your heart desires. Maybe we can even, like, we can be benevolent as hell and put a little roof on here, so you don't have to stand in the pouring rain. if you're having to wait on the post to come and get you. And then you can even have like maybe even kind of status symbols. You can have statues, or you can have your own little like dedicated shrine. I kind of like that idea. Like the same thing we kind of have out here for anyone who's walking past. You can have a tiny little shrine right on the front here. And that can basically show all of your allegiances, like which god you actually like worship. What the fuck is going on? Why is my why is my roof not getting up? There we go. That's what he said probably. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, zoom in. I know this is a little bit scuffed because I was dumb enough to push it inside instead of actually working on it on the outside. The freaking wood pile. I need to take that out from there. I'm getting too distracted. It's almost like the fucking gazebo again. Except this time it's not a gazebo. How do I make this look like it's actually a shrine? What do we even put in a shrine? In this game? Like, I know we can put flowers in there, but I don't think there is any way to put in any sort of statues. I don't think we have, like, we can put it in a pumpkin with a face on it, and that's probably the closest one we can get. No, does the auto captions not recognize the word gazebo? I'll look at it a little bit. Oh my god, there's such a delay. No, this time it did. It did now. Yeah. I had to fucking intensely stare at it to make sure that it actually knows what a gazebo is. Okay, thinking maybe do it like this. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting there. Maybe bring this downwards. And then put in a flag. Oh, we can put that behind there. Oh, that's great. That's actually great. I was thinking that maybe I could put a shrine or a flag right there, like on the very front of it. And then we can probably add a actual lantern in the middle up there. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Senny. Welcome in. What have you been up to? What are you doing? How's your week? Oh, shit. I kind of want to get rid of all of the little roof tiles from poking out on this side. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, and then... would this actually mean anything? Like, do we want something up here? Do we... because I kind of don't want to break this wall in any direction anyway. But I do want to put in, like, doors up in here on both sides. Just so, like, you have a different door for different purposes. Like, maybe one of the sides is for the servant folk who go straight into the kitchens, and one... no. Shit! No! Actually... do we mind? Like, this one doesn't even have handles on it? I know the handles are on this side, and it's because of the direction this little piece of wall is. Don't worry about it. I heard the vines multiplying. Really? How unpopular are you? Like, what? What the fuck? What does it mean? What? I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's only this side then. Like, if that side is where the family comes and goes. But like, if every visitor has to knock on that one, I guess then this makes sense. I guess. Okay, let's change the colors of this thing. I mean... Yeah, I think the red one is gonna make, like, that's just an aesthetic choice. I do have, like, colorways picked out for all my gods in the... or kind of all fleshed out gods that I have. There's 37 of them. But yeah, that's just an aesthetics choice for this game. Or kind of this session. Yeah, I really like the kind of shrine alcove. Maybe kind of depending on, like, Actually, I kind of like the idea that maybe the family doesn't even really, like, get to do any of the incense lighting or candle lighting or anything else. They have to pay for a, like, legitimate priest to come and light up every kind of offering to the gods. The choice is just that who the family pays to come and do this, or kind of which god's servants. And that's also a status symbol that you can actually have the money to outwardly project all your wealth by having like external members of the clergy come up and they'll light up your shrine and maybe say the correct prayers. And then it would probably be a disgrace if you don't have all of those set up and someone regularly coming in to kind of open... Not open. I was thinking of opening the doors because I was setting up a door here. But like the yeah, I like the idea of that. I really do. Do I have to fatal with the windows? The words are hard. Don't worry about it. I got there eventually. I mean, we can probably use the sky pile of wood to get ourselves whatever else we want. That's a step ladder. I'm looking for a... I mean, flowers would be cool too, but I'm looking for a bench that we could add on the side of the little wall right there. Where the hell are my freaking benches? That's a chair. That's a bench. Yeah, sure. We'll have a bench with the basket of apples in there. Maybe even multiple benches. Wrong direction. There. And swing around and put one or two benches in the sun. Yeah. Do we have a third? No. Okay. I could have sworn we had a third bench with red apples on it, but... You have hiccups. Save me. Do you... What have you tried already and what usually works? For me, I usually try to hold my breath for as long as I can. And like every time I have a hiccup while holding my breath, I draw a breath in but do not breathe out. That Works like 50% of the time. But yeah, Mo, hi. How have you been? I hope you're feeling a little bit better than the last time we spoke. You seem kind of down. And yeah, I I don't want to make the fucking windows. Try drinking water. You're trying the hold breath, holding another breath. And keep hiccuping while doing it. Yeah. That happens. And so just keep going. Always just draw a breath in. At some point, you'll have too much air in your lungs, and you can't really take another breath in. And that's usually when it stops. At least for a little while. My hiccups usually, what ends up happening is that I have hiccups, and then like they stop for like 20 minutes, and then they just keep coming back. Actually, I think Winnen had a cool thing that works for her. She just really thinks about the muscle that, you know, starts cramping when you hiccup, and like really very mindfully just thinks about it, and I'm so fucking jealous that works for her. And quite well. It turns out I just needed more sleep. I mean, yeah, that usually is what does it, isn't it? Like, it's usually something really simple, like maybe going out, like just for a normal walk for 2 days in a row or something. And that usually like makes a fucking world of a difference. Why do these two not seem to line up the same way? Oh, it's because one of them is way further out than the other. But yeah, what have you been up to? Like, I think you said something about the citizenship test or something like that? How's that going for you? Try to bring that downwards. Like, maybe even, like, having all of the... How the fuck do you, by the way, light these things? I should have thought about the logistics before adding all of these. I mean, these ones are easy. Like, maybe I'll just add, like, a suspiciously close by window, and that's how you're supposed to light up the fucking lanterns down there. That does not seem like a good idea, I'll be so honest. But how the fuck do you light up the rest of these? I mean, really fucking tall ladders. We can actually make the ladders now. Woohoo! Let's see. Like, that is a fucking option. Just having all of these in here. And like maybe usually this one would be, or these ladders would be stored. I don't even know where the fuck they would be stored because they're so fucking tall. But a long stick with a coal on the top. Yeah, I guess. But like if we go with the original plan that they would actually be like a tinier little bonfires. Because if they are lanterns, like actual lanterns, like, because I don't like them being like Victorian the street lamps where you actually see them all the time. The kind of I kind of only like seeing the light of it. Let's demonstrate. Here, and then where's my camera? Oh my god, and the camera is so slow. Let me... Okay. It's gonna take me a while. Nope. Here. So, like... As you can see, you can only basically see the light. Why the hell am I not able to? No. Okay, so like we can see the light, but we can't see what exactly is burning. And I kind of like that, because then, like, if you really have to, you can skimp on the fuel a little bit. And then you don't have to actually kind of upkeep all the glass panes and whatnot. You don't have to change them out from soot all that often. Though that would probably be a status symbol in the like the higher nobility. But for kind of this high middle class, I really like the idea of only seeing like basically the effects of the light. So I kind of don't want it to be actually lightable by long stick and coal, you know? You finally started adulting and have put together this monthly budget Excel thing. I feel like a very big boy. Yeah, deservedly. I don't. I didn't want to be reminded about Excel. I really need to get mine in order. Taxes. Taxes. Bookkeeping. I fucking hate it. Well, I only hate doing it. Like, I just don't appreciate having to kind of keep track of numbers, because I'm so bad at numbers. Could be a little oil lamp. There was a Greek thing that was just a reservoir and a wick, and you could easily make little nubs on the necks of them. Can be used to make them up and down for refilling and lighting. That's an idea. Yeah. Yeah, like if I mean, to be honest, the Greeks were especially good at all kinds of hydraulics, etc. And we still have a good few kind of example systems kind of up and running. So, like, it could also be that kind of a hydraulic situation, that maybe these are actually just, you know, reservoirs. And there's there's a fountain here already. So maybe these are just tinier little fountains of oil, fuel, things, and those are kind of just lit up. But then how do... Never mind, I don't need to think about like singular household logistics, do I? I mean, I want to. I will do that tonight. in when I get in bed. But like I don't need to be doing that on stream. Unless you guys have very good ideas. Then do let me know. We can make like adjustments based on them. Have you been traumatized by the jetpack cat? Absolutely, I have. Like, my aim is not good enough so that I can fucking shoot the thing out of the sky. So yeah, I absolutely have been traumatized by the freaking cat. Then again, I think everyone is like, we played a few matches of ranked with a friend, and let's just say out of the, I want to say 7 matches we did. In comp, like I think Jetpack Cat was seen in 1, because every other time it was it was absolutely fucking banned. And you, I think you haven't been. I like in the friends list it says that you haven't been on. Have you tried it already? It's really fun to play though. Really fun to play as the fucking jetpack cat. Surprisingly intuitive to fly, but really unintuitive everything else. Yeah, I really like this thing. Probably could use a bit more pillars. Yeah, let's put a little bit more pillars up here. Up in the splish. We need more pillars. Oh, the auto captions probably did not understand what I just said. Like, no chance it did. Absolutely zero chance. Yeah, maybe these ones can have like or can be without without the toppers, without the light sources. You haven't overwatched. It feels like I'm in the camera in a Godzilla movie looking into the city from a distance, all the screaming and things on fire with jetpack cat roaring. I mean, you're probably not wrong in that assessment. I'll be so honest. Like basically since the update, my whole personal TikTok account has been basically filled with the jetpack cat content. Like everyone's either cursing the cat to hell and back, or everyone's just singing its praises. Like, this is the best thing to ever happen to Overwatch. Whoa! And then there's the comment section, which is just full of people who are hating on everything fun. There. Then bring this one outwards a little bit, just so it a little bit more closely resembles this one. Yeah. Miss your bastion? What do you mean miss your bastion? What happened to bastion? Have you seen the clip of the bastion getting carried by the cat and also being damage boosted? Yeah, I have. Like the best ones I've seen are basically I want to say Reinhardt with the jetpack cat and just spinning around with the shield out and like legitimately looking like a helicopter. Like, that's just what the fuck is going on. Also, I've seen a flying Rhine duel where just the cats are just spinning around in tiny circles just so they can get a momentum for the Reinhardt to swing around. And then the Rhines are just, you know, swatting each other. And it's over. And that clip is the main culprit for my fear of getting on. Talking of Overwatch, I think I'm going to start play more tank. Yeah, I had a really fun time yesterday on tank. I basically never play tank, but I had a daily quest where I had to mitigate 2000 damage without dying. And I ended up playing Rhine for, I want to say, 2 matches. And I got to play of the game on one of them, and it was so fun that I actually think I might actually start tanking a little bit more. Running in, sit in a corner with turret mode and then help the team here. Hello, Winnen. I love how you just turned in just at the time when we started talking about Overwatch. Like, did we fucking summon you? If you tank in your pre-med, I'll go support. You mitigate that damage, poem. I did fucking mitigate that damage. In the game where I got the play of the game, I got, I think, 7,000 to 8,000 damage mitigated without dying. Do we get rid of the poor little floating... Actually, what happens if I get rid of the... Does the wood pile just fall down? What do we think? I'm taking bets. What happens to this pile of wood that's floating... I want to say 5 meters in the air when I get rid of the floating little stone outcropping that it's floating on. It's like saying The same Beetlejuice in the mirror, except the Overwatch edition, and that just gets Winnan to show up. It falls. That's the consensus. Okay, let's see. It falls. It floats. Ooh, actually, I have an even better idea. I rarely do this. I have a stream manager up. We can do a prediction. Just a quick, like, 30-second prediction, maybe. Fall. And then it stays up. Okay. A submission period. Just because I know there is quite a delay, I'm setting a 1 full minute. Name, what happens. I'm sorry, I have to type this on my poor little tablet, so it's a little bit slower. Start prediction. Here we go. It becomes sentient! The wood just sends and finds enlightenment and then reincarnates as additional bit rate. The fucking dream. The fucking dream. It becomes extra pixels for light up the town. All of these almost equally likely. Now that's enlightened. Like, I honestly do not know what would happen. Like, everything tells me that usually when you delete things, and in this game specifically, they just, everything else that was attached just stays wherever they were. Or they disappear altogether. Like, if you have a lantern on a wall and you delete the wall, and that just happens. Okay. Everyone has voted, so let's see. Oh. That's the secret third option, yeah. It disappears. It disappears altogether. It counts as false. Counts as false. Does it count as false? I mean, I guess it's not where it was. Get me your money. I mean, I think you're probably getting a grand total of 10. Yeah, I'll give it to you. It fell. It fell off the map. It fell off this plane of existence. It disappeared, so it stayed up. Don't get mad at me because I'm smart. I'll be honest, like, did you even... How much did you bet? I'll be so honest. There were 2 people who voted that it stays up, and the whole pot for stays up was 20 points. I think you'll be fine that you didn't get the 20k that Mo just set up. I think we can give this to Mo. Yeah, I'll stand by this. Okay, let's get rid of those things. Can we live with us not having windows? I thought I would have to sell the house. I mean, is this your house? I mean, maybe we just put like 2 windows. Can we have both windows and, or can the shutters and flowers? Does anyone remember? And like, you would think that it's possible, but I think that might be the best we can do. And then maybe the living quarters kind of side, we keep everything like normal-ish. And by normal-ish, I mean just not having any kind of drying laundry or whatever the hell is up there. I try to keep all of these the same height. I know that's a little bit of a harder task than I usually do. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. This is the kind of very private area where you only take in your kind of closest friends, etc. You can have a laundry drying up here. And this is the quote-unquote servant side, so I'm happy with keeping those there too. Maybe do a triple window up top, yeah? You know what I just realized? I was going to make that my wife is going to leave me and take the kids joke, but I actually have a life now. Yeah, well, life. Did I say life? Sorry, you have a wife now. Same difference probably. But yeah, you now have to watch out a little bit. Otherwise you might get a very angry, oh god. I can speak, angry text message like 12 hours from now. Can't put that bad karma in the world. Maybe just a double window on this side. I feel like I should. I like the door on the side, but maybe we should actually center it. Looks a little bit more balanced. And then I kind of like that there's nothing on the outside. But like I would also really like to have like ooh, can we actually make how would I make it? Like, I'm thinking, have you seen those Indian palaces? I think Pink Palace in somewhere in India. Don't ask me where. It's very famous for having a set of windows out to the street where you could have like the women folk of the building actually look outside without actually being visible to the outside. And like I kind of like the privacy element of it. Like imagine there's a road back here and then another exactly the same kind of house on the other side. You don't want anyone to peek inside. You don't want to like have everyone know what's going on in your house if they just look out their own window on the other side of the road, right? So kind of it does look a little bit like a jail cell, but you know, the windows looked really boxy and had like down-facing slits, right? Or is that another privacy window thing? I have absolutely no idea. Because there are multiple types of these things. I mean, in the Arab world, they are also really common, but then it's a really intricate woodwork that only like has really small holes where you can absolutely see outside and it lets light in, but basically if you're just standing a few feet away you can't really see through it. So those are also a thing, but I don't think I can recreate anything of that sort in this game, just because you know, this is the smallest fucking window we have in the game. Like you can absolutely see through this, even if you're very far away. But like maybe we have these kind of windows down here anyway, so you can actually get like a little bit of light inside. And maybe kind of air circulation, you know. Though air circulation is also really funny. A funny thing. Actually, do we want to make those? I got really into I wanna say Persian history year back-ish for like 2 weeks. And I learned about wind catchers, and they're these kind of square little towers that come out from a building on the roof of them, and or they can be basically any sort of rectangular, and they have these kind of slits all the way across, basically. You can have some that have a little bit of like window shutters, like here, so that you can close them off. And then the idea is that as it's windy, the slits filter out most of the sand that's coming in with the wind, but the wind is then directed down below so that the kind of cold air goes out into a reservoir down below the whole building, where you also have your water reservoir. And because the water is so cool, it also cools the air. And because now you have like the cold air down below, and hot air, as we know, rises upwards, the hot air just, you know, pushes out from top, and your ground level is then cool and nice and really, like, it even captures some of the moistness down below, and then you can breathe easier in your house building. Yeah, I love ancient engineering. I really love it. And like it takes no energy. You don't have to do anything yourself. You just set that up while building, and then you can also kind of really granularly direct the wind where you want to, or kind of the airflow, by just where you place your walls, where you put your doors, where you put little vents, and it's really like adjustable too. And like if you keep windows open somewhere, or like you have the these types of windows where you also have the very tiny little windows which filter out the sand from the wind, that also kind of gets you more ways to control it, and I really love the idea. And now that you said it, it was origin like this whole thing is or the civilization I'm modeling now is basically in a Mediterranean kind of climate, specifically like modern Mediterranean kind of situation where everything is freaking hot and humid at the same time, and also a little bit suffering from erosion of the land, and everything is horribly sandy. And now, why won't you? There you go. Thank you. And like a stick sticking out of that more like Arab wind catchers. Yeah, I can't remember what the kind of little sticky out. I think the sticking out wood parts are more for the structural integrity, because they are basically like rebar in our modern buildings. Ancient cultures around the Mediterranean also had floor heating, so yeah, they were smart cookies. Yeah. Wasn't it Sam that brought up like a Roman heated house or house heating when I, in the very basically beginning of today, just asked where the fuck am I going to put up a friggin' chimney in here? And I think this is probably actually a good place for it. unfortunately, since this block that I just attached it to is not actually touching the ground, it won't get the nice little this thing that I would actually want on there. But what am I gonna do? Machu Picchu has some really cool water ducts and channels for rainwater. Yeah, a lot of people have like really cool ideas, or like civilizations have really cool ideas for wind catchers, and like the ancient Chinese have done really cool ideas for their what are words? The way they cool down their houses, because the Chinese climate has so much fucking rain that and water and everything that you can actually just use rivers to cool down your whole house. You can make basically a water curtain in the or on the house. You can just divert a lot of water from a river just so you can make the kind of it wash over the roof tiles, and then you have a basic cooling as a matter of fact, and then like obviously like normal fans inside, like human powered fans. Yeah, I just love it, and I also love that the Persian, Middle Eastern wind catcher system, I think they're being experimented on in modern cities too, like to get or make the climate change a little bit easier to handle in those areas. And I just love that we're basically taking notes from history finally. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done with this culture's building. I love that it took me 2 fucking hours. I was thinking that if I would just, like I did on Wednesday, just, whack out basically all 5 or 6 civilizations I have in my world, and get like a tiny little visualization for each one of them. But I don't think that's happening. I would also need to build a whole fucking mountain somewhere to get that to happen. But I guess the question now is, do we... I still have some energy in me, so we could go for like a different past, different tax bracket dwelling for the same civilization, or we could do a government building, or we could do something completely different. What do you guys want to see? I've forgotten about my tea, so I'm taking this time to take a sip. This one was Juraira, and this one was Juraira. Yeah, I had to check my own stream to see if it's actually visible on the reference. Like, can you read that? That's the Juraira fashion. Derp. Valid. I feel ya. I do be derping. Next one, another Juraira building. That's what I'm asking you. Like, this one was basically an upper middle class, maybe very, very low noble level building. And now I'm thinking like we could go into a more lower class building, or a government building, or like Juraira doesn't really have royalty, but what I'm seeing is not enough hidden secret flower butts. Gotcha. I mean, I guess they're easy-ish to hide in the flower fields. And that's not big enough. A flower bat. A Relatia building. How different is that from Jureira? Very. Okay. Relatia is the biggest, like, no actual contest, biggest city in the whole continent. On the whole continent, however, grammar, who cares? And Jureira is basically like this Roman-inspired place. Relatia, on the other hand, is just a freaking melting pot. Like, if... I would describe it as if New York City was in the Middle Ages. so like really diverse. Relatia is the middle point of most, if not all, trading routes, basically. And like it's in the middle of the continent. I'm trying to make it into a kind of sloped building, and it's in the middle of the continent and basically in the most fucking arid region of everything. So it's very, very dry, and they mostly have, like, clay is the biggest building material. So let's make one building at least from Relatia. Like the most typical kind of building, if we can. Probably gonna take me ages though, but oh well. Where the hell is this thing snapped to? Oh well, I'll have to deal with it. Let's just pretend that nothing is perfect in any world, and we can just be happy with what we're getting. we live at the mercy of this fucking game. I mean, ideally these would be a little bit like less or more steep, but if I go any steeper it becomes a wooden ladder, so that's not an option, at least not right now. Also, I just realized, why the fuck am I doing it like this? Why the fuck am I doing it like this? I could also be, I could be using these things. Like we did with the Japanese castle. Okay, yep. Now switching tactics. I don't know what I expected to happen, but that was not it. What? Okay, good news. I found out how to make ramps. Like, multiple ramps. Maybe if I... What happens if I... Oh god, that is so goofy. Yeah. About that. Let's get rid of all of these. Stairs are all steep. Good leg workout. Yeah, they were not supposed to be a leg workout. They were not supposed to be stairs at all. So, yeah. Let's see if I can actually get it to be what I want it to be. I'm probably going to bet against myself here, but who cares? Who cares that much? Actually, I'm just wondering, can I? Okay, so these all become windows. You can't put any sort of doors upon these then. That's sort of unfortunate. And though I don't think that's actually very... Actually, is that a problem? Is that a problem at all? 'Cause these are way too high. Take them down a notch. Then I'm just trying to proof of concept things. I'm basically just making myself a version of your guys's the players in my DnD campaign, in the Relatia campaign, just got a, or they have a what are words? Office building, for lack of better terms, and I'm just going off of what I set up with one of the other players as to what's happening in there. Master always says there are no accidents. I wonder how yeah, okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. I think we can all just hope that I know what to do. That's our best bet, folks. Try to match that up. And try to match that up. Good enough. Pathways. Just so I know where the fuck everything is. Corporate D&D campaign. When? Roll 17 for promotion. Oh god, have you seen the meme of the dragons playing house no, humans and housewives or something like that, and then they just roll for... You said the wrong thing. You said to your wife that you do look a little bit fat in that, or something like that, and then like, oh no, you're in trouble. And to be fair to poem, we went there all on our own. Yep, you did. Or like specifically, there's one player who really enjoys using Excel for some godforsaken reason, and yeah, he basically made an Excel for the building and kind of what the players can afford with their current party like money situation, and yeah, who am I to say no to a well researched blueprint of a fictional building that I don't have to build myself. Zero qualms about it. I would like these to be a little bit more on the orange side, or like a yellow clay kind of a color, but that's unfortunately not an option. Like the best I could do would be a terracotta red, but that is absolutely not the vibe. Let me see that not like I'm betting that none of these are gonna align the heights of any of these roofs. I also don't know why these are not really aligning themselves with the or like usually when you put down a building, hello, building, it actually takes the properties of the last one you placed down, and usually it also, as far as I know, should take the kind of height of it, but apparently these do not. Thank you for the kettlebells. I hope I didn't startle anyone. Sorry if I did. And yeah, now we can then start to fill these out with all the rest of the walls that kind of rise up above basically everything else. And since it is such a melting pot of cultures and kind of along all every and all fucking major trade route, they do have access to basically all techniques of building, and like have a good let's say mix of building techniques and kind of building varieties, both to the detriment of themselves and the betterment of everyone. But yeah, like I do have an illustrated map somewhere in the confines of my computer somewhere, where I have kind of used campaign cartographer to illustrate the map of Relatia, where I also have a little bit fleshed out like which kind of architecture is where. And yes, it did take me ages, and no, I can't bring it out right this second. But yeah, I do have things figured out, like how big of a percentage is like closer to this building style, which is closer to the orcish way of building, etc, etc. And taking a sip of my water. How make? One moment. I need to get all of these ones down first. Then I can start doing all the rest of the features of the buildings. But yeah, like these are. I want to say the Ureira building style is very much represented a lot in the Relatian kind of skyline, just because they're so similar in the in need for the arid areas. So wind catchers would probably be a thing. Clay, stone is really common. Glass window panes, not so much, because they just get scratched like every few weeks. Unless you're really, really fucking rich. I need one more building block right there. And to gap over that... That roof right there. But this one doesn't even need to go down to the ground, though I guess it did, for reasons unbeknownst to me. There, fill it up. There you go, good enough. At least for today. I have a distinct feeling that this is not a square. Like... no matter which way you look at it, don't worry about it. Let's just pretend that there are no building codes anywhere. Because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. Trying to get all of these to line up is going to be a hell. But we can probably just go with good enough. Pretend goblins built all of it. Basically because they did. Don't ask about the Goblin Builders Guild. They're not doing well. Not high enough. Right. Thank you. Okay, here we have the base of it. Then, in addition to this, there would be a walkway basically all throughout. Did those just snap together? I guess they did. Yeah, they did. And they're sharing one. Oh my god, they're only sharing one set of railings. Oh, I need to study how that happened. Usually that's so hard to get to happen here. Oh my god, these two just nicely snap together. No, don't. I wanted to make it a little bit wider. Maybe I can make the hole a bit wider. Yeah, good enough. We'll need to figure out everything else either way, so don't stress about it, at least not yet. I should have probably waited until a little bit later. Okay, yeah, those snap together. These ones. Maybe if I get rid of this one and then try again. Does it then attach nicely? Yes. Yes! Everything is great. Okay. Now then, make all of it the minimum. And then bring everything out a little bit. So I thought we would get a nice even distribution of weight, but apparently not. So this is what we'll have to do. Oh well. No, don't go around. This is fine. Maybe lower a few of these down so we have almost a level walkway. Yeah. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Husband is dying behind me. Do send your condolences and well wishes to him. Yeah. Okay, and then I want to add a tiny little bit of roof on each of these. Just enough to cover the walkway. Don't worry about that corner. We'll be here for the rest of the year if I start to fiddle with that. Try to make all of these around the same height. Good, good. How many points to your kobold husband? I have absolutely no idea. You'll have to ask Twitch. Like, how much do they recommend for asking for that? Because I imagine it's like, imagine the amount they like. It's an Amazon corporation. Like they would ask so much. You can't even begin to fathom the amount of channel points they would ask of us. Am I being a little dumb? I think I might be a bit dumb. Because if I get... yeah. Not that much. There we go. That looks a little bit neater. Even neater. And then one last one for the edge here. Ta-da! And then you can have a ton of little doors that come out to these balconies, and you can basically have a apartment building in here. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a problem because I had to put so many of those right next to each other, but you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. And then what? Then what did I want to add? Then I wanted to add... Why did I not make the thing go all the way around? Just asking for a friend. The friend is me, like 2 minutes ago. Absolutely no clue anymore. I am completely clueless, but then again, that should not come as a surprise to anyone. How the fuck am I going to make all of these line up? Actually, no. Extend that outwards. Can I extend this one outwards? Yes, I can. And then you have a tiny little gate into the building. Maybe not a blue one. Please let me change the color of it. Please. Same color as that one. Can we pretend that this is a this is a actual gate instead of whatever the hell is happening here? I want it to go upwards, and then I can just clip it into enough pieces that it actually looks like a gate. And then I can make another piece and move that into the middle. Extend it out. And ta-da, you have a gate. And then there would be just a million different fucking windows everywhere. On every single side, just no fucking rhyme or reason, basically. Just whoever gets to, like, build a Jenga first, just popping, like, different sort of, holes into the walls wherever they freaking want to. No, not really, but I'm just getting a little bit tired, if you can't tell. This building is completely up to code. And grab yourself a sandwich. Absolutely do. Do tell what kind of sandwich you're making, though. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know everything. But yeah, then there would be... Where didn't this one have, like... Where did it go? Didn't this one have... Oh, now you're getting frickin' railings up there. Oh, obviously. Obviously. But yeah, I'm also thinking... That doesn't look correct. What is going on here again? Oh no. Are you not? There you go. Okay, now you are. Then I'm going to struggle with the 45-degree angle one. And then there. And turn that one up. And take this one upwards. Probably try to make all of these just about the halfway point of the actual floors. There you go, and now you have a way upwards. If only I could find a way to attach this one into that freaking wall. I can attach it here. Why? Just why? God damn it. Oh, butter ham and cheese sandwich. Everything do throw a will redeem so we can knock Poem out for a nap. Good idea. I wonder if that would work. Like, just get enough of them to give me a heart attack so I take a little rest. Just a tiny little nap. Move that up in there. Try to... Nope. Oh god. that wasn't a dare. You have now warned me ahead of that this might be coming. I'm trying to get a hold of this little arrow here as best as I fucking can. It's not letting me. There. And then get rid of a few of these. Don't mind about the horrible mess that we have up there. Yeah, that's how you get upstairs. Oh, obviously there's also gonna be something to take you up in through the building on the lower floors, like maybe through there, maybe a few like apartments down below, maybe a business or two. Oh, I actually like that there's a... No, it went away. Bring it back. Like, just a tiny little, like a road sign to show who lives where, and like which apartment numbers are where. Again, we're running into the same issue that there are too many building blocks right there, so we can't even really add any more doors on this wall. And then all of this would be either very, very arid, just dirt ground, or if you're a little bit more affluent, then you could actually have a little bit of cobblestone in the middle here, just to prevent it getting soggy the moment it rains once in a, I don't know, 20 years. No, it rains a little bit more than that. It's right up against a mountain. But yeah, that is pretty much how a Relashia building, or building is a liberal word here, but a Relashia block would look like in the city. Just taking a hold of this and just... If you didn't know what I built up there, like, would you know what's going on right there? That's just horrible. But yeah, and then there might be some of these wind catchers, depending on kind of what part of the city you're in. Like if you really need it, if you're doing your wind catching a different way. Lift it up, please, and then get in there. And then you could also have a water element in the middle of the courtyard, or like yard. Maybe not a full-on well, but at least a tiny little water element to bring you a little bit. Oops, that's not a window. And this is a window. And like these would also be like, there would be the fucking worst apartments would be up top here, like in the roofs, just because these ones probably get so fucking hot. And as we have learned, you might also get some weird little private investigators who just camp out your window, etc, etc. And yeah, that would probably be like the most stereotypical apartment block in Relatia. You might have a little shrine on the outside, on the street side. You might get a few doors like on different sides, like in that style, and maybe actually build it into the like that. There's the idea. Like that's an option. And then depending on kind of who you want to meet in the building, you might either shout at them from the street, or you go up to the main gate to the apartment complex, or you like knock on a certain one. Building inspector would be like, oh no, honey, no. I mean, I think I've established that Relatia has basically had a building code like implemented in basically the last 50 years or so, like, or 100 years. It's a long history of like the current year in the calendar system in the world is around 3000. So yeah, but Relatia is relatively new, and Relatia is also does not really have a governing body, at least in a traditional sense. So everyone's basically done just what they fucking want, and the old town is a fucking mess. Like there's not a straight corner to be seen in Relatia Old Town, and the new blocks are then standardized. Yeah. Hey Poem, I bought you the kettle. Yeah, like I have kind of thought about that. Maybe people would have oh shit, we can't. Can I? No, I can't. Like these little winch like arms that you could have on like outside the building, like especially if you have a business on the upper floors instead of on the ground floor. Like you could have a tiny little winch, and you can just throw a basket down from your window, just to, you know, get anyone whatever they need to without coming down. Like they have in Amsterdam, etc. Yeah, possibly. I think that's basically a universal thing. I think I've seen those in Italy most prevalently. Like you just have a grandma who throws you a basket with a rope attached outside the window, and then you put the vegetables in the basket, and then they just, you know, pull it back up. Yeah. But yeah, those are pretty much the two that I have the energy for today. Maybe on Wednesday. Do I have anything on Wednesday? I have a sneaky suspicion I might have a lecture on Wednesday. No, I don't. Woo! I don't have a lecture on Wednesday. So in other words, I will be streaming on Wednesday, and that might mean that we continue on this same glade. Maybe do the other 2, 3, 4 civilizations that we have on in my homebrew D&D world. And yeah, I think that's where I'll call it for today. And I'll go check up on how or if the subtitling thing worked at all. But yeah, the 20th civilization. Thankfully, I am a little bit masochistic, but not that masochistic, thankfully. I'm happy with my 37 fucking god pantheon that I made 10 years ago. And I'll just keep with my 6 basic civilizations, or like nations. But yeah. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in, and I will see you on Wednesday. Is anyone on? Do we know if there's anyone we could raid? I haven't done that in a long time. I might want to try and do that. Can I raid from my tablet here? Yes, there is a button for it. Oh, there's a charity stream going on. Or a Finnish VTubers playing Ark Knights. I think I'm going to throw you to Jess Games. They're doing a charity stream of Peak. So I think that's probably something all of yous would appreciate. So I will see you over there for a little bit, and thank you so much for tuning in, and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye.